The level of leakages, malpractices had reached a stage where if action were not to be taken, we would be gravitating to a level where WAEC issued certificates would lose their value, not only in Ghana, but globally. We are taught that the Ministry of Education and government and WAEC would have acted upon the 2020 assessment report put out by African Education Watch. Nothing happened.
But some invigilators have been interdicted. The police is also probing some of the issues raised by African Education Watch. Isn't that enough for you?
For how long? For how long? 2021.
But you saw this
2020, how many people have been prosecuted? You are a journalist. How many people are standing trial? And you see, let's not beat about the bush to look at those at the bottom of the totem pole or the bottom of the ladder. If you have seen the African Education Watch report 2020 and 2021, the different layers that account for leakages, those involved, are above and beyond what we are hearing. We are talking about leakages occurring even before the exam papers move from WAEC's own strong room. How do you explain that? WAEC is not capable of conducting any serious investigation because WAEC itself is complicit. The police and the CID will do their best, but the police is not entirely independent because there is usually police personnel who form part of the team to move the papers and to secure them. GES and the ministry is not entirely neutral because they also have representation. And that is why it ought to be a bi-partisan committee of parliament to sit. And you see, we don't want to be seen as being partisan or petty. And that is why we have given a wide range from 2011 to 2020. Yes, because it has been happening. So what we need to do is to look at the causal factors over time. Is it because we don't provide enough hours for teaching and learning to take place so the students don't feel better prepared and therefore they are vulnerable to seeking external support through bought leaked papers? You know, is it because WAEC itself is complicit and has not been very robust in helping to hold some of his own accountable? I mean, we need to know why. How do the papers leak? Who are the beneficiaries of the leakages? Because obviously there has to be a cabal. And if WAEC, the police, the ministry, and in fact, heads of institutions are all part of those in charge, and yet it is still happening year in, year out. Don't you believe it is time that as a nation, the people's representatives look at this issue so that we can see how best, maybe we ought to break the monopoly of WAEC. Some have suggested that. So that where we ought to hold people accountable, people who are being paid to ensure the integrity of WAEC exams for the sake of their own greed, have become part of a cabal to leak papers through online portals for personal gain, then we isolate them and hold them responsible.